Hi everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Immunity and Growing Your Own. So following on from last week's part 2 on vitamin D, this week Public Health England has actually come out and recommended that everyone continues to take 10 micrograms of vitamin D per day if they're unable to get outside and get their own vitamin D from the sun throughout the summer. Although they have held back and haven't linked to COVID-19 at all in terms of vitamin D preventing infection in the first place or for treating COVID-19 positive patients. So this is probably because we still have no trials. Those trials that are undertaking vitamin D supplementation haven't finished yet. This week, however, there has been some recognition of obesity as a risk factor, and there is some talk about obese patients being worse off during a COVID-19 infection, and actually something I linked to when I was talking about garlic in the first part of this series.
We made this really handy raised herb planter last year, and now everything's starting to grow up. So we've got some tarragon, some garlic chives, some oregano, some sage, different types of mint. Got some coriander growing up and some lovage, and then at the back we've got some rosemary, lots of mint trying to get into the other planter. But we've got some variegated lemon thyme here, which is really nicely scented and is actually really rich in vitamin C, so I'll be using that in one of the next episodes.
When I last looked this morning, there are 21 clinical trials underway for using nutrition in COVID-19 prevention or for treating COVID-19 positive patients. So this whole area of using vitamins, minerals and food supplements and food supplemental drinks is actually called immunonutrition. So this is basically how nutrition modulates the immune system. There's a really interesting trial taking place in Saudi Arabia where people are given immunonutrition drinks. So these are for patients who are COVID-19 positive but are stable in hospital. And these drinks contain fat, inessential fatty acids, they contain carbohydrate, they're high in protein, they have vitamin A, beta carotene, vitamin C, E, selenium and zinc. Interestingly, they haven't put any vitamin D in there for some reason. So they are giving 15 patients one drink a day, and the other 15 patients, they're not having any kind of additional micronutrients, so they're just having the fat, protein, carbohydrate drinks. They're looking at a variety of changes in the blood markers and in white cells and cytokines and things like that, that all reflect the effect of nutrition on the immune system. They'll hope to have their results in October, which I know is quite late, and it's too late for most people and definitely the peak of the virus in this country.
So the seeds which I planted in part 1, we've got squash on the left and some kale growing up on the right. They're in the sun all day, so they just need a little bit of water, just to keep them moist and try and keep them warm overnight. I'm finding that a run every evening is a really good way to get rid of those negative thoughts about the daily death tolls and horrible statistics. So it's really good to challenge yourself to something every single day, to feel like you've achieved something. I'll leave you now in one of the most beautiful local bluebell woods. The smell of the bluebells is so nice, it's so beautiful. Every evening I actually forget that I'm exercising.